I mean, the boy is a problem. And the whole thing is like what we try to do is I'm a student of the game, you know what I mean? Like I really do study the game and I know a lot of the game. So what I try to teach them and just say, yo, study the game and you're gonna see a broader idea of music. You know what I'm saying? Just be a student of the game. Learn to listen more than just hear it. You know what I mean? Listen, man. Listen to what's going on there. Because so many ways to say like music, even if you're not interested in a genre of music. You understand? But if you hear the format of how some songs are made and you interpret that into your own creativity, it just becomes endless to what you could do, you know what I mean? It's just bugged out. And I learned that like lately because I come from a hip hop era where it's boom bap. Come on, man, my man Ski. But even Ski was melodic, because look at Dead Presidents and things that were getting done, you know what I mean?
Everything, his old, everything had,
I mean, if you heard Ski in the 90s, come on, he did John Blaze. He did Cross Bronx. Those are hip hop. He did Pace One. He did like hip hop boom bap songs. But you could tell like when he did those like Camp Low records, like where he was headed it wasn't just based on just no more boom bap. Even when it sounded boom bap. But it just was like, that sounds different.
Nuances from different areas.
It was the progression of energy. You know
Yes.
what I mean? It was the next stage because it went from that to it was just different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's funny because, and I have to say, because I produce now, I understand more of the work that it takes in just producing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The time it takes,
Mm-hmm.
the energy. And then if we're gonna fucking talk about energy, it doesn't exist. This, whatever doesn't exist, as soon as you're in there for whatever, and every little step and every little, you know, that's energy that you're exerting and birthing into what will eventually be a sound that you'll end up giving to somebody. And that takes a lot of work.
And another thing is how to stay creative.
Very much.
Because a lot of producers could keep doing the same thing and get caught up in the same thing. And you know, sometimes when you find, like, say you find, like, if I was to show you something that you never knew before, right? And you start using it in your arsenal, it might take you a little second. So a couple of songs might be hearing it. You might hear it a few times until you got it right. You know what I'm saying? This is the game. But what I'm trying to say is the hardest part in a producer's game is to stay creative.
And restraint.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing when not to and when to,
You know,
and
not-
having the
not to-
tastefulness of placement.
Exactly, putting everything in the fucking kitchen sink up in that shit.
Well,
Super-
as a
it's
producer,
delicate.
as a producer,
Delicate art.
as a producer artist, who I was an artist before,
Yeah.
So,
you gotta cater to what the artists really do. I know sometimes you go, all right, look, I'm going by what I'm thinking. But like, say right now you were sitting here with me, and I'm asking you right now, we'll have a simple conversation, and the way you're making me feel through this conversation, I could turn around right now and make a beat that's gonna make you feel the way you just talked to me. You know what I mean?
And that's another, and see, there's just so many dynamics to it. There's a dynamic where you can just produce something. There's a dynamic where you can take energy from somebody else and produce something. There's one where you produce your own, and then there's shit where you can produce this shit from crazy shit, from words and objects and picture and so forth. And so it's a lot going on. When you end up producing, how often are you relating the stuff to various emotions outside of people?
Well, there's some days that you can walk into the studio when there's nobody here, and it's just you. You understand? And that day, usually those type of days, you wake up feeling a certain way, and you race to the studio, and you come up with what you think. It's just bugged out feeling. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I come in here sometimes, right? And I could have had a conversation with one of my friends about a female, or even about some wild thing that just happened. You know what I'm saying? Now that you look through Instagram or whatever, the internet, and something that keeps popping up and gives you a certain feeling, you know, like shout outs to rest in peace to Junior and things like that, things that are occurring. You could come in here with that kind of feeling and paint that picture by musically feeling that way. You understand? Like that's why I shot, like, I'm sorry, but like I shout out my boy Ski Beats, because to have an album where it's just beats, it just shows where it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Music is not just words, because it's the feeling. There's some tribes that don't, in countries that don't say nothing and play all of it with their hands, and they tell a sad story through their music, and they understand it. You understand? The way they get in dance, the rain dance. You're not saying anything. They're hitting the beats to hope that rain falls. You know, things like that are just, you know, the things that I just look at. Like, I could go and be like, yo, we just talked about some crazy shit, a night of fucking hell, and I'm gonna go in here and just go that way. I could feel, you know what, I just had a great time with my girl and I took her out, and now I'm gonna come here and my beats are gonna be softer that day, maybe. You know what I mean?
And it's creating that energy.
But it's all good. You understand? Like, to me, it's all good. And you know what else I like to do? I like to create with other artists, other producers. Because, you know, some people, you know, think that some people, it's hard to produce with other people because some people are greedy to their sound.
You're stingy. You like,
You know what I
mean?
But let me tell you, we're like a tag team. Like, once, like, watch. Me and you go, it's like, we're going to get the tables. I'm gonna be like, yo, go get the tables. Let's go. Because we're gonna work together, man. Because there's times that I come on and I start something, he hear me when he's already thinking of something that I want. You heard? And then when I go, yo, I want, he goes like, yo, I was just thinking that. And that's when it's vibes, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all about good vibes, man. Music is supposed to be good, bad. It can make you feel bad. You know, people say music, yeah, it's like a movie. A movie can make you go outside and wild out.
Yeah, it can.
When I watched Warriors years ago, man, we thought we was in the Warriors. And when we saw karate fucking movies on Sunday, Saturdays, we thought we was karate stars.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? I mean, maybe not to the extreme where we said we're gonna, but enough to think we could.
We was up in there, fucking doing it, all of that shit.
And that's the type of music I want to be able to put out, man. I want to be able to paint pictures of people's lives in the time and capture a moment. You know what I'm saying? Capture the moment. We're in the 2000s, I want to capture that. If somebody wants to feel like they want to bring it back to the 90s, even the 70s, if that's the music that they want to do and capture it, we're going to do the best to bring that back and give it our twist to it. That's what Clean or Dirty is all about. Clean or Dirty is like young kids that were dirty, coming up from the dirt and trying to get clean. And our music describes that too. We're clean and dirty. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get grimy, drums all over the place, going hard with the bass, and sometimes we clean it up with a soft melody, tunes, and percussions, and just different drum patterns, not the same, you know, even though we want to do it. And it's not the same old thing, it just got to fit the what it is, man. And that's what C.O.D is really about, man, bringing the new artists out, working with the best talents that are out, right now we're producing everybody in New York, so everybody who knows that's going on, we rocking out here, we working with all the new young artists, another things, we got Black Rob's whole new project dropping out, that's a big experience for us too, you know what I'm saying? Knowing that, like, even whatever anybody's saying, but being able to touch people again with these artists that had a run. And a lot of people forget about these artists, you know what I'm saying? Don't give these homages to these cats. But there's still a market where cats like yourself and me that still appreciate even whatever we had. There's still songs that I've listened to from the 70s, like the message that I could say from the beginning to end and rapping and still feel like I'm hearing Future today. There's just songs that just fit the times of any time, feel me?